Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Clemetson. I'm going to read to you a story called Fiona Flamingo. And as I'm sure everybody knows, flamingos are usually pink, but this one is more like a rainbow. Listen to the story and see if you can figure out why. It's kind of a wide book, so it's going to be hard to get it in the camera here. Start at the beginning. Okay, here's the title page. Fiona Flamingo. On a beautiful sunny afternoon where life was simply the best, a little flamingo named Fiona hatched from her egg in the nest. As the time passed, the birds all became stronger. They also got pinker, and their feathers grew longer. Fiona remained featherless until it happened one night. She woke up with feathers, but they were bright white. Her friends looked at the white feathers, not knowing what to think. "You're not the right color. Flamingos are supposed to be pink." Poor Fiona. With everyone shouting, Fiona began to get scared. She looked at her feathers, and then she looked at theirs. She sees that she's different, doesn't she? "You don't have to be so loud, and please don't make a scene." That's when Fiona started shaking, and her feathers turned to green. Uh-oh, she's changing colors on us. When her friends saw the change, they squawked louder and meaner. Fiona got more anxious, and her feathers grew even greener. So, her feathers seem to be changing colors a lot. Let's see if you can figure out why. Her friends looked at the green feathers, not knowing what to think. "Stop being so silly, Fiona. Flamingos are supposed to be pink." "Oh no," said Fiona. "This is worse than just bad." But her friends kept on squawking, and then Fiona got mad. Wonder what she's going to turn now when she's mad. Uh-oh. "You're making me angry," she jumped and furiously said. That's when Fiona started yelling, and her feathers turned to red. The flock became silent, hoping things would get better. But Fiona got madder, and her feathers grew redder. Her friends looked at the red feathers, not knowing what to think. "Don't you think you should calm down now? Flamingos are supposed to be pink." They all rushed to hug her, and now Fiona felt bad. Her anger was fading, but now she just felt sad. She whimpered and she cried, "I'm all mixed up in hue." That's when Fiona started sobbing, and her feathers turned to blue. She seems to have different color feathers for every kind of feeling she has. The flock watched from afar, and their concerns grew truer. But Fiona just got sadder, and her feathers grew bluer. Poor Fiona. She's even crying a little bit. Her friends looked at the blue feathers, not knowing what to think. "Just what kind of bird are you? Flamingos are supposed to be pink." No one could cheer her up, so instead they stayed away. That's when Fiona got lonely and her feathers turned to gray. A young chick floated up with a gaze so pure and true. I hope my feathers change color when I'm as big as you. Fiona flashed a happy smile and her feathers erupted in color. It was a surprise to everyone. No feather was like any other. She is very beautiful now, isn't she? Pink, white, and green, red, blue, and gray. She was every single color now, and that's the way she'd stay. The entire flock gathered round, and Fiona gave a big wink. I guess we've all learned a lesson here. Flamingos don't have to be pink. And that is the end of this book. So did you guys like that book as much as I do? I hope so. Fiona, she taught us a good lesson that it really doesn't matter what you look like or what color you are. You're still you, and nobody can be like you. Thanks for listening.